For those of you who don't know our guest, Mr. Sain is a very well-renowned and very well-touted motivational speaker and life coach. And what we're going to be talking about today is some of the extreme violence that we've been seeing in the news lately with our youth, with our young people, some of the initiatives going on with the gangs. And we want you to call in to the McGraw Foundation at 312-738-1060. We want to talk a little bit about what we can do to save our youth today, because we all know that the youth is our future, and we need them.
Absolutely, man. Beyond just, it's scary that that's our future and the way that our future is going. And I'm sure we'll get deep into that.
Absolutely. Now, from what I've seen so far, Mr. Sain, they have been a lot of targeted violence on young people, extreme young ages, 13 to 21, it seems like, high school kids. Is that something that seems to be a direct targeted attack by some of these gangs?
Yes. You know what? That age group that you just referred to, that's really a slap in the face of the grown people in the village. That the grown people in the village would not make a real urgent call to say that something is totally not only wrong but sick. I mean, we at war with our own kind, our own people. So that group that's targeted is a group that's idle. And so when you look at everything that is a ripple effect of the economy, a ripple effect of the household, the mother, the father, the lack of the father, and this whole piece. And unfortunately, everybody knows the systemic part, the sociology part, but there hasn't been a real urge for or real urgency for action. There's been talk, it's been marches, it's been conferences, much talk, but no real mentoring, no real love for our babies. And trust me, it's a huge disconnect. And I'm not criticizing some of you all that love marches, that love candlelight vigils, that love conferences, and you like the photo ops to see yourself in the paper, but I know it's going to take way more than that. And every day there's another youth shot. You don't hear about that. You hear about the ones that die. So the news people can sensationalize it and make another story so we can just be tuned in to death.
Gregory Sain is our guest on the McGraw Report today. Please call in to the show, 312-738-1060. We're talking about saving our children today. We're talking about the youth violence today. We have a caller on the line.
Good evening, gentlemen. I am really disgusted by all these different organizations, these different groups, because for me, they're not being progressive enough. When they had the immigration march downtown, they tied up the city for 4 hours. If you want to march, why don't they march in front of Mayor Daley's house? Why don't they have some women or maybe some nuns, have some clergy standing outside Mayor Daley's office, kneel down praying, force some type of action being done, because I'm tired of seeing all these marches they have through these neighborhoods after somebody gets shot, whatever. For me, they're not being progressive enough. And if you think about it, they deserve exactly what they're getting, because they sitting back just lying down and taking it any old way. Because if you have some folks marching in front of Mayor Daley's house, or you have some people out in front of his office down on the 5th floor, something would be done. Some type of meeting, some type of action would be taken, in my opinion.
Right.
Absolutely. That is true. A march is a strategy that I think has been overdone. Don't you agree?
I agree. Matter of fact, march on your aldermen. March on your representatives if they're not doing enough to make sure there's ample police protection in our community. And then march on us. March on yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to help us but us. We got to be mad at our own family right now. I can't look at the mayor. I can't look at the governor. I can't look at the president. I got to look at me. This is work for us to do. Sorry, ain't no government going to help you.
Gregory Sain is our guest on the McGraw Report today. We're talking about that youth violence.